News 1226, honored with 4 Emmys and proud to be on your side. Thank you for trusting us with your stories.
Thanks for watching News 12 on your side.
Live from Augusta, breaking news.
Good evening, I'm Audrey Dickerber. We're continuing to follow breaking news we've been following all evening. One is dead and multiple others injured after a shooting on Meadowbrook Drive. This was the scene this evening as the investigation continued for several hours. It happened around 5:30 this evening. According to the Richmond County Sheriff's Office, 4 people were shot and a vehicle was also shot at. 2 people were shot at the Advanced Auto Parts on Deansbridge Road, while another 2 were shot at Texaco. There was a large law enforcement presence in the area with deputies from Columbia County helping in the investigation. 4 juveniles were injured in the shooting and 1 died. The other 3 victims were taken to the hospital where 1 is listed as critical and the other 2 are listed as stable. Deputies on the scene told us suspects were taken into custody.
Although we do have some potential suspects in custody, we are still looking for active suspects at this time. One was just running from the police in the backyard.
The Richmond County Coroner's Office has identified the victim as 14-year-old DeAndre Howell. Howell was pronounced dead just after 6 and an autopsy has been scheduled. Mayor Garnett Johnson was on the scene as well. Meadowbrook Drive was shut down as deputies continued to investigate, but it was reopened around 8. We do not know who has been taken into custody, but deputies do tell us they are still searching for more suspects. And we've been giving updates all evening on our app. You can use the flow code on your screen to download the app where you can get the latest updates. Simply point your phone's camera at the code and a link should pop up, and that will take you to our phone's app store where you can download the app yourself. There you can get the latest updates in this shooting and other news updates as well.
Now, your first alert.
Showers, and then we'll get to some PM storms head later into the week. Audrey?
Okay, great. Thanks for that update, Malik. And speaking of which, tomorrow marks back to school for some of our counties, and we want to make sure parents are prepared for the shift from summer hours to school hours. Richmond, Columbia, Barnwell, McDuffie, and Burke counties all start school tomorrow, with elementary schoolers in Richmond County starting tomorrow and the rest starting Tuesday. With school starting back, we all have to get readjusted to school buses and then being back on the roads. Both Georgia and South Carolina have laws requiring drivers to stop for stopped school buses. So here's a good refresher. In South Carolina, drivers have to stop in both directions when on a 2-lane road. On 4-lane roads, you have to stop when behind a bus. The only times you don't have to stop is when a bus is in a passenger loading zone off the main road. Drivers must stay stopped until the bus moves or the red lights are no longer on. And Georgia has some similar laws. Drivers have to stop on 2-lane and 4-lane roads with a median, and drivers following the bus have to stop. On 4 lanes without a median, all drivers have to stop. On roads with 4 or more lanes and a center turning lane, drivers also stop. Georgia also has fines for failing to stop for a stopped school bus. Drivers can face a mandatory court appearance, a fine up to $1,000 or up to 6 points on their driving record. Drivers under 21 could face a license suspension for a violation. And many parents choose to post back-to-school photos, and we've even asked for them in the past. But the Georgia Bureau of Investigation is warning parents of the potential dangers of posting those photos. The GBI says posting pictures of your kids with their school name, teacher's name, and grade could put your kids at risk, especially since predators actively search for that information online. But if you've already posted those back-to-school pictures, it's important to watch out for deepfake or AI-edited photos of your kids and report them if you find them.
First thing is call your local law enforcement. Second is go online to the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. Report it there to their cyber tip line. And if you find out your child has a real, a legitimate picture, nude picture online, or one that's been AI generated, NCMEC also has a link for Take It Down, where they can try to pull it removed from the internet.
And we have links to resources on our website if you believe your child may be a victim of cyber crimes. And recently, we told you about a suspicious white van in Aiken County that was deemed to be no threat by law enforcement, but left some parents uneasy. The people in the van went up to children waiting for their bus, asking them if they needed a ride. Many counties in our area offer bus tracking services so parents can know where their child's bus is and find their bus stops. You can head to our website, Wrdw.com, and search school bus to find a list of the websites and apps counties use. And you may want to pull out your phone and scan the QR code on your screen. This will take you to a list of back-to-school events if you missed out on tax-free weekend and need school supplies. The next one is August 13th at Millbrook Baptist Church, starting at 6 o'clock. For a full list of school supply drives, scan the QR code on your screen or go to Wrdw.com. And a local church is celebrating 275 years of worship. Silver Bluff Missionary Baptist Church has been around longer than the United States. Silver Bluff Baptist Church is the first organized Negro church in America when it was established in 1750, shortly after the opening of the Trading Post. The church is still going strong after all these years. You can find the church on Old Jackson Highway in Jackson, South Carolina. And the city of Augusta is asking for your help in shaping the budget for the 2026 fiscal year. Tomorrow is the first of 2 public input meetings where Augustans can learn about the budget process and give leaders an idea of what residents prioritize. The meeting tomorrow starts at 6 at the Robert Howard Community Center in Hephzibah. The second is Wednesday at the Warren Road Community Center starting at 6. Now, you don't have to attend both meetings, but you are encouraged to make your voice heard. And back here at home, if you live in Augusta, you can now register for recycling. You will need to pay extra through a program managed by Coastal Waste and Recycling. Recycling costs more than $12 a month, and it will be for every other week starting in November. We have a link to register on Wrdw.com. And a child was attacked by an octopus at a Texas aquarium. Coming up, learn why his mother is calling for change.
And the biggest headline of your weather week ahead is the wedge. We're dealing with it. Cooler air and showers across the CSRA. And we got a new name storm in the tropics. We got full details coming right up.
This is Mike Costello.
Welcome back. A 6-year-old boy was injured at a San Antonio aquarium after reaching into an octopus touch tank, his mother says. Karina Hollingsworth has the story.
I did ask him if it hurt, and he said no. His biggest concern was for the octopus. So I guess it happened really quickly. I was a little just shocked that it was happening at all, I guess, just because we've been interacting with this octopus for years.
Brittany Tarrant took her son Leo and his brother to the San Antonio Aquarium on July 14th, where she says they were encouraged to touch the octopus, but the mother says this time was different from their previous encounters.
Leo put his arm in the tank, and the octopus wrapped his tentacles around him and wouldn't let go.
Tarrant screamed for help. The mother says no employees were nearby.
When the first employee wasn't able to remove the tentacle from him, he called for backup, and they brought ice packs to kind of distract the octopus. And then when they were finally able to do that, it was about 5 minutes from the timestamps in my pictures. Leo stood around and watched to see if his octopus was okay.
The octopus left suction bruises on Leo's arm, but the 6-year-old says the only pain he feels is for the octopus.
We have now learned that this octopus is in senescence, so it's probably not going to be around for very much longer. So we did go say goodbye to it to make sure he had the chance for closure. But before that happens, we really do want, our biggest goal is to save this octopus and the animals in the aquarium.
We went to the San Antonio Aquarium for comment and were told to email them a request for information. We did so and have not heard back. We also reached out to the director of ectotherms at the San Antonio Zoo to learn more about octopus behavior. Craig Pelkey says octopuses are normally gentle.
Are octopus typically aggressive?
I would say not. Based on my experience with octopus and what I saw, I couldn't help but think that the octopus was maybe Possibly just overstimulated.
We looked into the aquarium's latest inspection report from the U.S. Department of Agriculture. The aquarium was found to be in compliance.
And we have a safety alert for people in the Savannah Lakes Village area. Some streets are under a boil water advisory. People who live in the Shenandoah and Magnolia in Savannah Lakes may see discolored water due to a water line break in Calhoun Falls. Customers should boil their water before drinking. The county is flushing their water lines to ensure the water is safe to drink.
And it's time to meet Dexter, the fourth tropical storm of the season, fourth named storm of the season. It's moving out to sea, won't have any impacts on the CSRA, but I've got your back to school forecast and your full 7-day coming right up after the break.
That's my go-to guy. Can you fix my smartphone?
Yes.
Car batteries?
Yeah.
What about golf cart batteries?
Of course.
Battery from a teapot?
Absolutely.
My boat?
Huge variety.
Toy boat?
Sure.
Motorcycles?
You bet.
My apartment building?
Whole building.
Do you have batteries for my party lights?
Yeah. Batteries Plus, the experts in charge.
Breaking right now, a shutdown on I-20 is causing
Stay
delays.
connected to the team you trust your way.
We have a safety alert for all you mom and dads out there.
Breaking news and investigations here on the WRDW News app.
We're tracking strong to severe.
Get instant forecasts with real-time alerts here on the WRDW First Alert Weather app. And stream live on your TV, here or watch anytime on your schedule.
We're covering breaking news out of the dust.
Download all three for free. Stay connected to WRDW wherever you are.
We're actually standing on